All right. Okay, thank you all for being so patient, and thank you for joining us in the celebration tonight. And I think all of you know who I am, Sandy with the Laguna Beach Chamber. So what we will do is start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Even though my flag wouldn't stay hanging up today, I have a flag. So if you'll join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Mayor Bob Whalen to officiate in this year's board installation.
Thank you, Sandy. Good evening, everybody. I've got a script here that I'll get to in a minute, but I think before we do that, I want to welcome our supervisor, Lisa Bartlett, who's there in the blue room, and Council Member Peter Blake, I see, is on, Mayor Pro Tem Sue Kempf. I don't know if we have our other council members on, or do we have Tony or George? Don't think so, but anyway, I mean, before I go into the swearing in, which we'll do in a minute, I really have to commend all of you for surviving 2020. It was a unprecedented year, obviously, in so many respects, and the city was really proud to assist in the way we could. And I'm so glad Supervisor Bartlett's on. I mean, she was tremendous through the whole year, keeping us, assisting us, first of all, in the spring. Remember back in the spring when we were closing and opening beaches, she was great with that. And then as the assistance rolled out for the businesses, she led a great effort to get, I think, almost $450,000 of grants down into our city, which was really tremendous for our businesses and our nonprofits. And then, as you all know, the city did our program at the end of the year, where we put together, about $1.1 million for retail and restaurants. And those grants, first of those grants went out January 8th. I have to give Mayor Pro Tem Kempf a big shout out, along with Paula and our Assistant City Manager, Sheree Dupuy. The three of them were the three amigos. I mean, they just really put in motion the whole conversion to the promenade and the outdoor TUPs. So I know it was a rough year, but I think it was a great effort of everybody pulling together and doing the best we could to keep it going for most of the businesses. I know we lost some, which is sad, obviously, but we hope the rest of you are going to survive. As we were just chatting about a couple minutes ago, the good news is, and Supervisor Bartlett, maybe she'll speak to us a little bit later in the meeting, but the vaccines are starting to roll out. So, we're on the track finally. I think it's going to get us out of the woods on this. So anyway, with that, it'd be my pleasure to swear in the 2021 board members, and I'll just list them down here. JJ Ballesteros, the chairman. Julie Lawton, chairman-elect. David Rubel, vice chairman. Doug Vogel, treasurer. Paula Hornbuckle Arnold, secretary. Jenna Cassidy, director. Carmelite Green, director. Asti Honeckar, director. Mark Miesberger, director. Reinhard Newbert, director. Jeff Redeker, director. Tyler Russell, director. And Craig Strong, director. I think you're all present here. So you, the directors of the board, are about to enter upon your respective duties. In accepting these posts, you're assuming a leadership role in the business community, and therefore are setting an example, one that requires the best energy and devotion to which you are capable. In accepting this duty, you promise to exert every effort to conduct activities that will attract to the Chamber of Commerce the talent and energy of business men and women to help promote the community of Laguna Beach. So at this point, I'd ask you to please raise your right hand and say, "I do," when I finish reading the oath. I do solemnly swear that I will perform the duties of a director of the Laguna Beach Chamber of Commerce to the best of my abilities, upholding the chamber bylaws and mission to support, represent, and promote the business and community interests of Laguna Beach. Now you may
I
say,
do.
I do.
I do.
I declare you duly installed as the Board of Directors of the Laguna Beach Chamber of Commerce for 2021. Congratulations, and I wish you a successful term in office for all of our sakes and the sake of our community. So thank you for volunteering for this position, and best of luck in the year ahead.
Thanks. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Whalen. Always good to see you. Congratulations on another year. And thanks for making the time tonight to be here for the installation. Before we introduce Michael, who's going to introduce our 2020 Chamber Champion, just wanted to take a quick minute or two. And as we all know, Paula stepped down from being our CEO and president. But fortunately, we convinced her. We actually didn't really need to convince her. She wanted to stay on and be on the board with us. Her passion, wouldn't let her not finish some of the things that we started. She obviously, for all of you, most of you, if not all of you, know her. She came in 2 years ago when I started my position as chairman, and the chamber wasn't in the best of shape. And she, with a lot of perseverance, hard work, really changed the whole infrastructure of the chamber, of the office, and the perception in town. She helped restore a lot of relationships with a lot of people, with our council and a lot of the city staff and members that had turned away from the chamber, sponsors. So she really just came in, cleaned house, and brought it back to where we have a ton of momentum. We're getting things done. We feel like our reputation has been restored and even growing. And, she has so much to do with that. So we, as a board, chipped in, and we went to this place on Forest Avenue called Frederick Rubel. I'm sure you're familiar with the bag, Paula. You might have frequented that store a time or two. But the board chipped in and got you a gift, which I'll give to you on Monday, just as a little thank you for your commitment the last 2 years of everything that you've put forth. I know how lonely it can be, just you in the office, many days and nights, and you were not going to stop until the job got done. So thank you for your commitment and for everything you did these last 2 years, and for staying on and helping us finish the tasks at hand. So thank you.
Thank you, JJ. I'm a little verklempt, so I'm not going to say anything other than you guys can still count on me, and all of you know that I'm in it for the long haul. So thank you.
We appreciate
Yay.